Faith blooms in my spirit like a small fire catching wind, sparking gently in the quiet where my doubts have always been. There's a warmth that spreads within me as your presence rises slow, and the embers of your kindness start to cast their holy glow.
Every fear becomes a shadow, melting softly from the flame, and the worries I've been hiding lose the power of their name.
Here my soul begins to brighten, here the darkness grows less real, for your love ignites the stillness till my burning heart can feel. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, shining where my sorrow yields. Every ache becomes a whisper, every wound begins to heal. In the rising smoke of mercy, in the warmth your truth reveals. Lord, you set my heart to glowing. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields.
Hope grows like wildflowers in the soil I once ignored, breaking through the ground of heartache as your grace becomes restored. You remind me I am living in the sunlight of your care, and the grief that tried to own me slowly loosens in your air.
Every tear becomes a raindrop, feeding roots of holy light, and the faith I thought was fading returns steady, clean and bright. Here my courage takes new color, here my soul begins to yield to the tender glowing beauty of your fire across my fields. Let the warmth of your compassion burn away what held me still, for your flame becomes my freedom and your love becomes my will. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, lifting every truth concealed. Every shadow turns to daylight, every doubt becomes unsealed. You revive the broken pieces, you redeem what time has stealed. Lord, you brighten all my valleys. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields.
Let your flame reshape my stories, let it clear the ash and dust. Let it burn away the heartache that has grown from fear and mistrust. You are steady in the glowing, you are gentle in the blaze, guiding me through every season with a light that floods my days.
Teach my heart to burn with purpose, teach my soul to rise and yield, for your fire brings my healing. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields. Now the warmth spreads wide and holy as the day begins to shine, and the pain I thought would scar me becomes strength by your design. Every breath becomes an offering, every step a sacred spark, for the flame you've placed within me pushes gently through the dark.
I can feel new life emerging from the ashes of my fears,
and the joy I lost in seasons reappears like morning tears.
So I lift my hands in wonder as your presence is revealed. Lord, your fire keeps on rising in the quiet of my field.
Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, where your mercy gently shields. Every burden finds its ending, every anguish slowly heals. Through the moments I felt empty, through the nights that felt concealed, Lord, you flood my soul with power. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields. Faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields, till the truth becomes my shield, till my journey finds its ending, till your glory is unsealed, till I stand within your kingdom, till my hope becomes fulfilled. I will walk beneath your presence, faith blooming like a fire in quiet fields. Soft silver shadows linger on the edges of my soul, as the early light comes rising with a warmth that makes me whole. There's a peace that drifts like feathers from a heaven calm and kind, and it settles on the questions I've been hiding deep in mine. Every fragile breath I'm taking feels like hope returned again, like a quiet holy whisper telling me my heart can mend. In the hush before the morning, in the stillness yet unbound, Lord, I feel your gentle presence in the grace that quietly surrounds. Grace that quietly surrounds me, soft as dew upon the grass. Every fear begins to weaken as your mercy slowly casts. You restore the broken places, you revive what darkness drowned. Lord, I breathe in all your goodness, in the grace that quietly surrounds. A deeper calm awakens where the sorrow used to stay, like the healing of the valley in the first light of the day. You remind me I am chosen, I am held by perfect care, and the burdens I've been carrying grow much lighter in your air. Every memory of struggle starts to lose its frozen hold. For the love you freely offer turns my valleys into gold. Here the silence feels like safety. Here my trembling faith is found. 'Cause your heart becomes my refuge in the grace that surrounds. Even when I lose direction, still your peace is all around, guiding me through unseen places where true healing's always found. Grace that quietly surrounds me, like a river pure and wide, finding ways to ease my spirit, lifting sorrow from inside. Every tear becomes a blessing, every ache becomes unwound. Lord, you hold me in your promise, in the grace that quietly surrounds. Let your kindness fill the spaces where my doubts once built a throne. Let your truth replace the shadows that convince me I'm alone. Teach my heart the gentle rhythm of your love in every sound, till my life becomes a witness to the grace that wraps me round. Let each sunrise be a sermon, let each sunset be a hymn, for your mercy never falters and your light won't ever dim.
Now the daylight spreads its blessing on the hills and on my chest, and the wounds I thought were endless find a place of quiet rest. There is meaning in the moments I believe were lost to pain, for the God who walks beside me turns the ashes into rain.
Every breath reveals your goodness, shook my spirit, you still held me by the hand, till the day I walk in glory, till my soul returns to land. Calm assurance stirs softly within my chest, like mercy waking from a dream, and a gentle strength begins to surface in the spaces once unseen. There's a quiet kind of courage moving slowly through my veins, as your presence lifts the shadows from the corners filled with pain. Every breath grows warm with purpose, every heartbeat finds its voice, and the fading doubts that haunted me slowly loosen from their choice. Here the stillness brings renewal, here my spirit learns its graces. Lord, I feel your hope emerging through these quiet hidden places. Hope rising through the quiet places, shining soft on worn out traces. Every fear becomes uncertain, every tear reveals new faces. In the shelter of your mercy, in the love that never chases, Lord, you breathe new life within me. Hope rising through the quiet places. A deeper peace begins, lingering in my soul, steady, gentle, warm and clear. And the heavy thoughts I carry lose their weight as you draw near. You remind me I am chosen, held by hands that never tire, and the broken parts I'm hiding start to feel your cleansing fire. Old regrets no longer bind me, old mistakes no longer shout, for your grace becomes the anthem, pushing all my burdens out. Here my heart regains its rhythm, here my failures leave no traces, as your healing light keeps rising through these quiet, tender places. In the silence of your presence, I find strength to rise again, for your mercy wraps around me like a faithful, lifelong friend. Hope rising through the quiet places, breaking chains in empty spaces. Every sorrow melts like snowfall, every wound finds warm embraces. You renew what life has fractured, you restore forgotten phases. Lord, your love keeps gently moving, hope rising through the quiet places. Let your comfort shape my pathways, let your truth undo my lies, let your kindness fill the heartache I've kept silent in disguise. You are patient through my weakness, you are steady through my night, breathing promise into shadows, turning darkness soul to trust your timing. Teach my hands to let go traces, for your grace will always guide me. Hope rising through the quiet places.
Hope rising strong. Now a brighter glow surrounds me as the day begins to bloom, and the grief I thought was permanent slowly finds its healing room. Every breath becomes salvation, every step becomes a hymn, for the God who shaped my valleys stirs a deeper strength within.
Every longing turns to worship, every sorrow turns to praise, and the peace I feared was distant floods my heart in warming ways. So I lift my hands in wonder, letting mercy fill the spaces. Lord, your glory keeps emerging through these quiet, sacred places. Hope rising through the quiet places, writing joy on broken pages. Every burden finds its ending, every fear collapses its cages. Through the valleys, through the shadows, through the storms and troubled phases, Lord, you guide me into freedom. Hope rising through the quiet places. Hope rising through the quiet places, till my strength no longer paces, till I stand in heaven's promise, till I see your shining faces, till my soul meets perfect rest, Lord, till the old life finally ceases. I will trust you ever deeply. Hope rising through the quiet places. Soft and steady, warm and ready, you restore the broken spaces. Lord, I live within your mercy. Hope rising through the quiet places. Tender hush lay softly on the waking hills, like creation holding breath, and a gentle warmth begins to settle deep as my doubts grow faint to death. There's a calm that spreads like mercy through the corners of my chest, pulling every weary heartbeat into places built for rest. Every quiet beam of sunlight feels like truth I can't contain, and the worries once unspoken lose their urgency and pain. Here the morning feels like healing, my soul begins again, for I'm sheltered in the stillness of the quiet hands of heaven. In the quiet hands of heaven, all my fears are laid to rest. Every sorrow finds its answer, every weight lifts from my chest. You restore what I've been losing, you reclaim what I've confessed. Lord, you hold me in your mercy, in the quiet hands of heaven's rest. A peaceful river flows beneath the fragile parts of the person I once hid, and your presence gathers gently around the things I never did. You remind me you're not shaken by the struggles that I bring, for your love is never fragile, and your comfort doesn't sting. All the scars I thought would linger start to soften in your grace, as the shadows of my failures fade before your warm embrace. Here my heart relearns its rhythm, here my breathing finds its friend, held securely by your kindness, in the quiet hands of heaven. Every moment you are faithful, every step your peace attain, and my spirit finds its refuge in the love that never ends. In the quiet hands of heaven, hope begins to bloom again. Every wound receives its healing, every loss becomes a gain. You are steady in my weakness, you are strength where I begin. Lord, you wrap me in redemption, in the quiet hands of heaven's wind. Let your whisper guide my footsteps, let your truth restore my name, let your mercy echo softly through the chambers of my shame. You are peace beyond all measure. You are grace that doesn't bend, pulling me from every burden till my broken places mend. Lead me deeper into stillness. Lead me where your rivers blend, for my heart is held forever in the quiet hands of heaven, friend. Now the sunlight paints the mountains with a glow that feels like praise, and the doubts I clung to tightly start dissolving. When the world feels tired and trembling, and the night grows cold and wide, when the road behind me whispers all the hurt I try to hide, Lord, you meet me in the quiet with a peace I can't deny, and your mercy falls around me like a light beneath the sky.
I've been walking through the shadows, carrying burdens long and deep, but your gentle voice reminds me you were watching while I sleep.
In the stillness of the valley, in the hush before I cry, Lord, you lift my weary spirit with a light beneath the sky. Light beneath the quiet sky, you are always standing by. When my hope is dim and fading, you restore my reason why. Every prayer becomes a whisper, every tear you sanctify. Lord, you hold me through the darkness with a light beneath the sky.
There are days I lose direction, there are nights I lose my way, times my heart grows faint and fragile under all I cannot say, but you step into my weakness with a strength that doesn't try. It just wraps me in compassion, like a warm wind passing by.
Every doubt begins to soften. Every fear begins to bend for the God who walks beside me, calls me child, not stranger, friend. And the burdens I've been holding slowly fade each time you're nigh. Lord, your love becomes my lantern and my guide beneath the sky. You remind me I'm forgiven. You remind me I am yours. Even when my faith grows quiet, still your gentle mercy pours light beneath the quiet sky. Shine upon my trembling cry. You rebuild the broken places that my heart could not defy. Every shadow starts to open, every wound you pacify. Lord, you heal me in the stillness with a light beneath the sky. You are peace in all my breathing. You are calm in all my pain. You are hope through every season. You are sunlight in the rain. When my courage slowly falters, when my hands forget to try, you reach out and pull me closer to the love that never dies. Let your mercy fall around me. Let your comfort stay nearby. For your grace is always shining as my light beneath the sky. Now I walk with deeper wonder at the strength you place in me. For the chains I thought were permanent have fallen silently. Every morning feels like promise. Every evening feels revived. When the night grows cold and heavy and my heart forgets to stand, when the road beneath my footsteps feels like shifting desert sand, Lord, you call me through the silence with a voice so calm and near, and the worries I've been holding slowly fade from what I fear. There are valleys in my memory, there are shadows in my chest, but your mercy keeps on walking to the places I confess. And the mountains I can't climb yet don't feel half as tall tonight. For I know you walk beside me till my darkness meets your light. Mercy walks me through the valley. Mercy holds me when I fall. Mercy lifts my weary spirit when my strength can't stand it all. Every burden, every heartbreak, every tear that's left uncried, mercy walks me through the valley with your presence by my side. There are days I lose direction, there are nights I lose my fire, times I stumble in the shadows with a trembling faint desire. But you take my hand so gently, like a father lifts his child, and you whisper in the stillness words that turn the storm to mild. All the fears I tried to bury, all the wounds I couldn't hide, you bring healing like a sunrise, pouring warmth across my side. So I breathe in deeper courage, and I let your promise stay. For the God who walks my valleys never lets me lose my way.
Even when the night is longest, even when my hope is small, you remind me you are faithful and you never let me fall.
Mercy walks me through the valley. Mercy lifts my broken soul. Mercy finds me in the shadows and reminds me I am whole. Where the fear once held me captive, now your love stands open wide. Mercy walks me through the valley with your spirit as my guide. You are peace in every trembling, you are strength in every tear, you are light in every burden, you are warmth in every fear. When my hands grow tired of holding, when my steps grow faint and slow, you say, child, I walk before you, follow me, and you will grow. So I trust you in the shadows, I will trust you in the night. For the valleys you walk with me always end in gentle light. Now the morning breaks in mercy, and the sky begins to glow. Every place I thought was barren starts to bloom with hope, I know. All the nights I thought were wasted, all the roads I feared would bend, you were shaping every moment for a grace I comprehend. There is healing in the valley, there is purpose in the pain. For the one who walks beside me turns my loss to endless gain. So I lift my hands in wonder as the sunrise meets the dew. For the valley, once my weakness, is the place you carried through. Mercy walks me through the valley, mercy sings me back to life. Mercy breaks the chains of sadness, mercy calms my inner strife. Every step becomes a promise, every breath becomes a sign. Mercy walks me through the valley, and your victor becomes mine. shadows, through the dawn so warm and true. Mercy walks me through the valley, and my heart walks home to you. Soft golden patterns stretch across the waking land, like the morning breathing hope, and the silence in the meadow feels like hands that held me cold. There's a calm that shapes the shadows, turning darkness into rest, as your presence warms the places I once guarded in my chest. Every whisper of your kindness spreads like sunrise through my days, and the doubts I tried to carry slowly fade beneath your gaze. Here my heart begins to steady, here the broken parts grow whole. Lord, your love becomes the healing, becomes the peace that fills my soul. Peace that rises through my soul, lifting burdens I can't hold. Every tear becomes a blessing, every hurt you still console. In the valleys, in the stillness, in the moments uncontrolled, Lord, your mercy keeps on flowing as peace rises through my soul.
A deeper breath unfolds like truth within my lungs, simple, warm, and full of grace. And the worries I've been fighting lose their power in this place. You remind me you are faithful, steady through the nights I fear, and the ache that once felt endless softens gently as you near. All the storms that shape my journey start to quiet in your name. For the God who calms the oceans is the one who stays the same. So I rest beneath your presence, letting healing take control. And your promise keeps on rising as sweet peace fills up my soul.
In your arms I find my refuge, in your heart I find my home. Every step becomes a blessing, knowing I don't walk alone. Peace that rises through my soul, breaking chains that once took toll. Every moment feels much lighter as your love begins to roll. You are comfort in the shadows, you are strength I can't patrol. Lord, your mercy keeps restoring as peace rises through my soul. Let your presence touch my weakness, let it calm the fears I hide. Let your truth reshape my memories till the darkness steps aside. You are gentle in your healing, you are tender, pure, and whole, breathing life into the places where the sorrow made its home. Guide my heart through every moment, Guide my steps through every road, for your peace remains the anchor that restores my wandering soul. With colors of a hope I'd long forgot, but now it's clear. Every shadow finds its ending, every worry disappears. There is promise in the sunlight, there is strength in every side, for the God who walks beside me makes the hardest days go by. I can feel my spirit lifting, I can sense my burdens fall, for the peace you keep on giving reaches deeper than them all. So I open up my heartbeat, letting gratitude take toll. Lord, your presence is the reason that peace rises through my soul. Peace that rises through my soul, touching every hidden hole. Every scar becomes a witness, every wound becomes a goal. You revive the broken pieces, you redeem what life once stole. Lord, your whisper still assures me that peace rises through my soul. Peace that rises through my soul, till my journey feels made whole. As I walk toward heaven's promise, you renew my weary road, till the day I stand before you, till my faith becomes my scroll. Soft and steady, while memory, you have made my spirit whole. Lord, I'm living in your mercy, as peace rises through my soul. Snow was settling on the pine woods as the dust began to fall, and the cabin rail grew frosted like a silver mountain wall. A tin cup tapped the railing with a hollow, lonely tone, echoing like weary heartbeats in a world grown cold and lone. My footsteps pressed the snow trail with a crunch both soft and deep, like the fragile sighs of wanderers who had lost the will to sleep. Then a cello pluck resounded in the winter's frozen air, like a heartbeat waking slowly from a long forgotten prayer. And the quiet round the cabin felt like heaven drawn in close, where the God of frozen evenings meets the hearts that need him most. For the snow trail holds a reverence only aching souls can feel, where the silence turns to scripture and the frost begins to heal. Snow trail reverence beside the cabin rail tonight. Pull my shadows into light, through the cold of buried memories, through the storms I failed to fight. Snow trail reverence beside the cabin rail tonight lifted me toward what's right. I leaned close against the railing, where the wood felt rough and worn, where the snowflakes clung like teardrops from the ache of years forlorn. Every breath came out in whispers, like small ghosts of hidden pain, till the mountain air grew warmer as you whispered once again. Child, you've carried freezing burdens, you've walked lonely winter roads, but my mercy melts the frostbite where your deepest sorrow slows. And I felt the cabin trembling like it knew my story well, holding echoes of confessions I had never dared to tell. Then the snow trail glowed in moonlight like a pathway carved above, and I sensed the hush of angels wrap me gently in their love. For your voice breaks through the frost wind like a lantern in the white, saying I am still beside you, even now through winter's night. Snow trail reverence beside the cabin rail tonight. Turn my trembling into flight, through the cold grip of my history, through the shame that hugged too tight. Snow trail reverence beside the cabin rail tonight made my heart feel warm and right. I stepped down onto the snow trail where the moonshine brushed the earth, where the silence held a softness only grace could bring to birth. Every shadow on the tree line felt like prayers that hadn't died. Every drift of falling crystal held a truth I'd kept denied. And you met me near the spruce trees, where the night grew sharp and still, where the cold wind sang your presence as it swept across the hill. All the winters you've been carrying were not meant to freeze your soul. I will thaw the deepest places till your spirit feels made whole. Then the snow beneath my footsteps seemed to shimmer faint and warm, like a miracle had risen in the remnants of the storm. Snow trail reverence beside the cabin rail tonight pulled my spirit back to light, through the lingering of heartbreak, through the echoes of my fright. Snow trail reverence beside the cabin rail tonight healed my wounds in holy sight. I returned toward the cabin where the chimney breathed smoke, where the window shone with stories of the mercy you evoke. Inside warmth was waiting softly like a childhood lullaby. But I lingered in the moonlight, watching frozen tears go dry. Lord, I'm grateful, slip so gently from the quiet of my chest, for the woods, the cold, the snow trail, for the truth that gave me rest. Then the cabin rail beside me glimmered faint with icy blue, like the mountains whispered blessings over everything I knew. And I felt a peace descend there in the winter's muted hush, as the snow absorbed the sorrows that had weighed me down too much. Guide me through the winter seasons, guide me past my tangled reasons, guide me when my heartbeat weakens, guide me, Lord, through frozen regions. Lead me where the frost turns gentle, lead me where the storms grow mental, lead me toward the incremental, lead me, Lord, to peace eventual. Soft morning colors drift across the distant fields, painting hope upon the land. And a quiet warmth surrounds me like a calm, forgiving hand. There's a whisper in the stillness that invites my soul to stay, as your mercy settles gently on the worries of my day. Every silent breath I'm taking feels like healing drawing near, for your presence touches places I once filled with doubt and fear. Here my spirit finds its anchor, here the storm inside grows thin. Lord, your love becomes a shelter where my heart finds rest again. Where my heart finds rest again. You restore what might have been. Every sorrow turns to comfort, every loss becomes a friend. In the stillness of your goodness, in the peace you softly send, Lord, you lift me from my shadows, where my heart finds rest again. Deeper song begins to echo in my soul, quiet, steady, soft and true. And the burdens I've been carrying start to break their hold in you. You remind me I am cherished, held by hands that never fail, and the weight of all my failures loses power in your trail. Every tear that fell in silence finds a reason in your grace, for you gather every moment in a love time can't erase. Here I breathe with new assurance, here my courage stirs within, as your hope becomes the river where my heart finds rest again. Even in my hidden weakness, still your mercy calls me in, teaching me to trust your presence where true healing can begin. Where my heart finds rest again, Peace becomes my closest kin. Every fear begins to loosen. Every doubt grows faint and thin.
In the comfort of your refuge,
in the grace you weave within, Lord, you calm the storm inside me, where my heart finds rest again. Let your kindness shape my future. Let your light define my ways. Let your truth rewrite the stories I've carried through the hardest days.
you are gentle in your leading. You are patient with my past, and you hold me through the breaking till the healing comes at last.
Lead my feet toward deeper waters. Lead my soul where peace can win. For your mercy keeps on calling till my heart finds rest again.
Now the sky grows bright with colors of a joy I thought I lost along the years, and the shadows once familiar fall behind my shifting fears. Every breath becomes a blessing. Every moment feels brand new. For the God who shapes the sunrise shapes my wounded spirit too.
I can sense the path before me, lined with grace I can't explain. And the love you place within me keeps on softening my pain.
So I lift my hands in wonder as your goodness draws me in.
Lord, my life is filled with freedom, where my heart finds rest again.
Where my heart finds rest again, held secure through loss and gain. Every heartbeat sings your mercy. Every breath repeats your name. Through the mountains, through the valleys, through the days I can't contain, Lord, you steady all my sorrows, where my heart finds rest again.
Where my heart finds rest again. I am anchored in your grace. Though the storms may roar around me, still your peace is in this place. Till the day I stand in glory, till I see your loving face, I will trust your faithful presence, where my heart finds rest again. Soft and holy, warm and steady, all my striving comes to end. Lord, I'm living in your refuge, where my heart finds rest again. Soft morning colors drift across the open land, touching every hill with grace. And the quiet of the valley wraps its peace around this place.
There's a healing in the stillness that my heart's been longing for. like a gentle invitation, calling me to trust once more.
Every breath feels like surrender, letting go of hidden pain. And I feel your presence lifting what my soul could not contain. Here the day begins with kindness, here the shadows find release. Lord, I rest beneath your mercy, in the sunrise of your peace, where the gentle mercy falls. I can stand through every wall. Every doubt begins to soften, every fear becomes so small. You restore what life has broken. You revive my weary cause. Lord, you meet me in the valley, where the gentle mercy falls.
A deeper stillness settles like a promise in the air, and my worries slowly fade. For the ground beneath my footsteps feels like peace that you have made. I can sense your quiet leading, like a river warm and mild. And the love you pour around me holds the trembling of your child.
Every memory that haunted me begins to lose its sting, for your grace becomes the shelter that protects in everything. Here I learn again to trust you. Here my brokenness recalls. You have always walked before me, where the gentle mercy falls. Even in the silent moments, you remind me you are near. Every breath becomes a blessing, every heartbeat you repair. Where the gentle mercy falls, hope arises through it all. Every burden starts to lighten, every shadow hears your call. There is healing in your presence, there is strength in what you draw. Lord, you lift me into freedom, where the gentle mercy falls.
Let your kindness flood my spirit, let it calm the storms within.
Let your truth become my anchor.
When my courage feels too thin,
you are peace that never wavers. You are rest that never fades, guiding me through every valley, till my trembling heart is swayed. Teach me how to trust you fully. Teach me how to let you in. For my soul finds its renewal where your gentle mercies begin.
now the sunlight fills the meadows with a glow I can't explain, and the pain I tried to shoulder turns to strength within the rain. Every tear becomes a blessing, every scar becomes a sign that the God who walks beside me turns my story into shine.
There is pride